friends. You've been seeing a whole lot of door cam, haven't you? And that is because I've been out there working on the paper machine in the sun because it just dries a million times faster. It just doesn't dry inside the house. It doesn't dry. I'm chasing that sunlight. I'm gonna lose it soon. I might need to move it down another step. But yeah, I was using my phone to play music to keep me moving. And man, I am sore. It's like between my shoulder blades and my neck because I'm just like this all day. My legs, of course, I'm like squatting and getting up. Sometimes I'm like just sitting down doing a low part, but sometimes I have to stand and bend and stand and bend. But they're, I don't know, their legs, they're used to doing that. But they're a little sore, but my neck is not used to this. Oh, it hurts so much. And there's nothing I can do. Anyway, my bus alarm is gonna go off in 2 minutes, which means in about 7 minutes I need to be at the bus stop to get Sebastian. At 5 in the morning, so like a half an hour before my alarm went off, he came to the bed and woke me, which he's supposed to do if he has any problems at night. But he was like mumbly and I was just trying to figure out, make sure he didn't like puke or pee or anything. Once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, just crawl into my bed. It's so close to my alarm, I can't go to your room, so just crawl in. He was confused at first and started to sadly walk away. I'm like, no, 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 right there. We keep the pillow right there in the middle. And luckily he went back to sleep and I got like 15 more minutes before my alarm went off, so that was good. I was a little groggy, it was the wrong stage of sleep, but I'll take it. I didn't feel like getting up at 5. But little drama getting him up. He wanted a donut that we didn't have. And then, I don't know, I eventually got him to eat half a banana and some frozen raspberries and he got breakfast at school. But he needs something, he's cranky otherwise. And there was a long wait for the bus because there was a bus sub. There's probably going to be a bus sub this afternoon, which means a million kids will get off at our stop. But yeah, I've just been working on this. I did stop and get more flour on the way from Lidl. And I allowed myself time to sit and eat a croissant I got from there. I did also stop at Starbucks beforehand because my stomach was digesting itself, and I ate a bagel and got a herbal tea, which I've been drinking all day. It's now iced tea. I get the grande because it's like still less than $3 because they put two of their nice tea bags in there, and I can refill it with hot water when I get home. It's usually like half done, and then I make it down another half, and then I fill it up with ice and turn it into iced tea. So at that point I take the tea bags out. I'm like stingy with my tea bags. I would go through way too much tea. Anything else I can update you on? I don't think so. I've had people stop and ask me what I'm making, and a lot of the people who are probably around my age or not much older just have no clue when I say chain chomp. I've noticed some of the guys around my age who are out walking, they don't say anything, but they see what I'm doing and they go and chuckle to themselves. But yeah, I'm like a chain chomp from Mario, and some people get it from, oh, a Mario thing, okay. But then there's this like sweet lady and she was like, oh, is it like a Christmas ornament? And I thought it was a chain chomp. I'm like, well, yeah, but you know those, like a ball and chain that would be attached to a prisoner? It's one of those, but with eyes and a mouth. So I've been having to describe video game enemies. This thing is ridiculously huge, and I don't know if it's worth all this trouble I'm going through, and it's gonna be so heavy. It's so heavy. Maybe it'll be a little lighter if it dries more. I wish I could start gessoing it, but that probably needs to be tomorrow. Oh, Lordy. And it's gonna be raining, so it's not gonna want to dry. Maybe gesso dries fast. I don't remember. It's been eons since college painting class where they required me to gesso my own, gesso and stretch my own canvases. Okay, I'm going to see if I need any more food. I might, I don't think I have time. I think I'm gonna let Sebastian go straight out to play. And we have the high school homecoming parade at 5. So I'll have to track him down a little bit before 4:30 so we can go get our usual spot along the road. But yeah, Mr. Chomps is out there quickly losing light. I don't know if it's dark enough for me to move it into the light, or I might just come back inside. I don't know. Yeah, gonna go to the bus now.
Whoa! Change of time. Yeah, that's why I want to help. You're there. Every way is just. There we go. It's open. That's Chrissy now. Can't close that door.
was when I last talked to you. But Danny went out to be with Yvonne. His birthday's coming up. And I went with Sebastian to the high school's homecoming parade, which is always a fun time, and they throw candy. And it's a lot of us moms running out into the street trying to get the kids back, because the parade people throw the candy into the street, and then more cars come and the kids are in the street trying to get the candy. We're like, throw it further. But yeah, that was fun. And then I ordered some dinner and the kids and I ate, and then I paid Jax to watch Sebastian while I took a bath because I'm still sore. It helps, but the pain is so high, and I don't like being submerged all the way like that because my backbone and tailbone start to hurt in the bathtub, so I have to sit up a lot. But I mean, it's a little better. I didn't get the ball, the chain chomp, all the way dry. When it was outside, I lost my light around 3, so I brought it back in, and it was starting to crack where it was wet from me carrying it because the air kept coming out. It leaks a lot, so I definitely need to inflate it every time I move it. I mean, I'm assuming that it's gonna get more sturdy, but yeah, when it's wet, it started to crack along some of the seams, so I was really annoyed that I had to mix up more glue and patch it up. And the dog, every time he finds a wet spot, he takes a big chomp out of it. See, he's licking his lips all guilty. Did you chomp it? It was a bad boy. Yeah. Yeah, you know you don't chomp. You don't eat it. He doesn't know what I mean right now. But then again tonight, I just rolled it because like the whole bottom was still wet, and I have to keep rolling it a little bit to let different areas dry. And I exposed a section that was still wet, and since it's flour and water, it smells like cookies to him, and he just went right over and took a chomp out of it. But instead of mixing up more flour and water, I used the Elmer's school glue, which is actually an excellent choice for paper mache, but very expensive. I'm buying these like $2 bags of flour, a pound of flour, and as opposed to a tiny little bottle of glue, which is like $2. And I would need like 50 of those, or big gallon jugs of glue. But yeah, I just grabbed that off the table and patched it up and went along the whole wet area, putting glue and paper on it to make it not tasty. Yeah, don't eat my newspaper. He's so guilty right now. And then I've just been trying to plan out Jax's costume. He wants it ready sooner than later, so he might even wear it to school for their spirit day. He wants to be King Dedede, and he has a lot of clothing. It's a lot of fabric. It's a very, oh, excuse me, hiccup. It's expensive. So I keep having to make fabric lists and then also compare it to like buying things. The pre-made costume is a no. It's very cheap looking and it's over $100. So, and might not arrive in time. So yeah, that's a no. But like he has a big king's robe, which is like red with white fur lining. And what I ultimately did was order a $22 men's robe, which is red with a white fluffy Sherpa. It's like completely Sherpa lined. It is a large / extra large, which he absolutely doesn't need, but I already need to modify it a little bit. It didn't have the trim along the bottom, so I'm going to fold up some of the extra length to give it the trim, take off the belt loops. I'm gonna just have to shorten things up. It's so cheap because it is so cheap. A lot of people were complaining that like the pockets were ripping off. He doesn't actually need pockets, and seams were ripping, but I'm gonna be sewing it potentially smaller. I don't know. We'll see how oversized it is. Definitely shortening everything. So I'm not concerned. I can go over the seams. It's more about I needed all that fabric, all that Sherpa, and all that plush fleece. So that is on the way, but he has like this kind of beige kimono situation going on. It's like a tunic. He doesn't really like pants. He's like a cartoon character, no pants. And I was saying one option was we could get a set of beige scrubs, but that would be $20. I could just get like a $10 beige t-shirt, and he could wear like blue pants because Hoodies is blue. Or I made Danny a Buddy Christ from the movie Dogma costume years ago, and it has just a beige, really big, long tunic, full-length tunic with just some gold trim. I was like, where is that? I was on a wild goose chase. I even went to the garage because he was like, it might be in the garage. I might have just dumped it, but I ultimately found it wadded up in a bag on a shelf in his closet. So I found it. I would just need to shorten the sleeves, I think. It doesn't have the kimono neck. So I do need to ask Dan, hey, should I leave this intact so you can still wear this costume even though you don't have your long Jesus hair anymore? Or should I just not worry about it and we don't need to be that exact for the costume? It's not a full cosplay. So I don't know. But I will make the waistband the thing that kind of looks like a side of a drum. I'm calling it his obi because it looks like he's wearing a kimono and an obi. And I'll make the hat. I do not have any yellow polar fleece, so I do need to buy that, but I have enough red to do a waistband and hat because I did that big Among Us. And yeah, I found blue ribbon. I found some white flannel. I'm just like trying to find what I have. So ultimately we need to decide if we can use that tunic or if I need to buy the scrubs. He might be more comfortable in the scrubs. I don't know. Because it's pants and a shirt. It's, again, a cheap one on Amazon, and it's a ladies set. They seem pretty unisex, but if it has any waist shaping, I think that's fine because that would be hidden under the big fleece belt, which is supposed to make his belly look bigger anyway. So yeah, that's what I've been focusing on because Jax kind of wants to speed that up. I did start a small hammer because he carries this like ridiculous comedic hammer thing because when I had to mix up more glue to repair that crack and the chomp, Mr. Chomp's over there, I had too much left over, so I was like, okay, and I taped together cardboard and started covering it. I might look to see if I have a longer tube so I can extend the hammer handle. There's just too much to do, and I need to make the rainbow road. I don't have any Mario Karts done. I need to work on the things that I need to print out. It's a lot. Okay, but I need to get into bed. Have you brushed your teeth? What are you doing? All your stuff is out. Please take it, it's getting late. Anyway, I don't know if I'm hanging out with Jackson doing a movie. It'd be nice, but we'll see what happens. I am getting to bed. So I need my mask and my headphones for editing, and I will see you tomorrow for a rainy Saturday. Hopefully that chain chomp dries enough that I can start gessoing it. Gessoing it. I think it's gesso. Okay, good night. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your